Now let us study the osteology of the orbit. These are the bony margins of the orbit on either side. This is the nasal piriform aperture. The orbit has apex and base. Apex is pointed posteriorly towards the optic canal and the base is formed by the orbital margins. In this located the eyeball in orbital pad of fat for smooth rotations. The constructions of the orbit, they say it is an engineering masterpiece for smooth movements of the eyeball and other actions. This bony orbit has 4 walls: medial, lateral, roof and floor. Let us see the medial wall. Medial wall is formed by, from front to back, this is the frontal process of the maxilla. Then we have a lacrimal process of the maxilla. Then behind that, very thin plate of bone, almost broken in many of the skulls, that is the lamina peperacea part of the ethmoid bone. Then still posteriorly is the body of the sphenoid bone near the optic canal. So that is the medial wall. This is the most thinnest of the walls, and many a times it is dehiscent, and we have to be careful when you are operating on ethmoid sinuses. The lateral wall is the most robust one, formed by zygomatic bone, orbital plate of the zygomatic bone anteriorly. Then behind that there is a orbital part of the sphenoid bone. The whole thing is orbital part of the sphenoid bone laterally. The floor of the orbit is formed mainly by, again, the orbital surface of the maxilla medially and orbital surface of the zygomatic bone laterally, and posterior most part can be a part of the orbital part of the palatine bone. The roof of the orbit, most of the roof is formed by the frontal bone. Only posterior most part is formed by part of the sphenoid bone. So these are the apex, base and walls of the orbit.